What are your earliest memories of coming here?
4 or 5 years old.
How you get here?
With my granddad's cow. Dogs and all we travel. Tents, stoves. Everybody brings whatever they got. Bread, donuts. They used to bring dry muskrats. What they made in the springtime and that. And right after the 1st of July, everybody used to leave a Klavik. They used to have sports day right on where the airfield is now. Used to be old schooners, beach there, you know. My granddad had a big red scow. The name of it was Liard Lady, as I remember. And the rest of the people used to have big schooners and that. And they used to go around in the delta to pick up their relatives and that and bring them down. Sometimes 3, 4 families together. And everybody used to travel with their dog teams and everything because nobody could stay in the delta to feed them every day.
Maunga tikut akhlawa kahota, huata kya kahota tamahen, maungan mun aulakhlata kapta, kemini gulip katara hota, khulokaving nik 45 kali makuninga, uhillak para hota inyung nik, katit cibluta umiak parak put kawalik pulu, ulip kawarak to kayung nik, mit Inuvialuit napak tunik. Mauna kemiu valuta, skawaluk toko lipka kemak parahone keminit, inyut keminit. Igla kapta nulak kapta nerak parak tut keminit. Habang naktakara.
And then when they got to the camp and there used to be so many tents. If we were the last boat that comes in, then we could just see just like snow. So many tents put up at Kendall Island, already there.
There used to be tents right down to the end over here and on this side with families that used to go whaling. That's when everybody shared. Don't have to buy nothing, nobody stole. They just shared. Don't see that around much anymore.
And we used to be so happy that, because in the winter time we don't visit around because the dogs are only for hunting. So when we all get together and that, everybody is happy. And they help each other all the time, nobody's left out.
Tamara ulupakli malakan ni rani aitka tatang malo. Angaya kamali lihauti manga. Ulupak karup takto waktu lihauti tena karu lautan kin nahialing istanik minwaling istanik kayo kani aktud minwalit ke makot akalihul ta ikol layut tulunin aglan napak tulan na kayo lautan kayo taktud hawaktanin maunga kayo nun kayo kanin tena tautum nagorit kayo lautan aglan pangmay lau kapta Kilamek talakut keminigilu nirilla hota kagalakut pangma iglau kapta keminigilu nina chakirala chukut pangma iglau la kapta kagalak paluta iglokpaqartugut ma pikka innerviligaamikilluani aaligaanoqaitaaq anoeqpaluitaaq ugulupak ingiuliaqapta maani qaqaleqquvut taimani inivorniaqaptaavakpalluta.
When we've stayed in Candle Island, someone always be sitting up on top the hill to watch for whales when they come in. And then us kids, we can't even run around, play ball or anything, can't even skip rocks. Because they say that even though whales just got a little pinhole of an ear, they can hear everything what's going on.
Taimahin hannaigan kaptuvugit nutakat tadangma milyokulat katuto jangnik taunanga imangamon pirakulat katulunin kamibulunin.
We couldn't swim till after all the whaling is done. So we had real strict rules some days. Nowadays can do everything they want.
Okay.
Open. And this one's my castle. This is my yard. This is mine.
I see a boat coming, but it's coming really slow. How come?
Because it has a whale. It has a whale. It has a whale. Isabel. Adriana.
Tell me about Whitefish Station. What kinds of things have you learned to do here?
Cut fish. Cut mukduck. It's kind of cool seeing whales.
What do you like about being here?
Making mud castles, going swimming.
How many whales is that now for this trip?
2,
How come they can't go fast?
because they might lose the whale.
Tell me, what does muktuk taste like? Is it kind of chewy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's fresh.
What does it feel like when you got a full belly full of muktuk? Does it feel good?
Yeah,
Does it give you lots of energy?
yeah.
How do you like to eat muktuk?
With HP,
How about flipper?
HP,
How about whitefish?
HP,
Coney?
HP.
Anything else you like about whitefish?
Yeah, getting fish out of the fish net.
Ah, and then what do you do when you get the fish?
You cut the fish.
Oh, yeah? Tell me, what's hanging up top here?
Fish. Fish.
Oh, yeah? What kind of fish?
Whitefish.
Yeah? How can you tell the difference between like a whitefish and a coney?
Above the mouth and the skin, the mouth, and then the skin, like
Whitefish.
brighter color and darker color.
What do you call this type of fish that's hanging here?
Dry fish.
Oh yeah? And then who cut it?
My nana.
Oh, you just got this
What's that?
fish.
We're gonna cover them up because Seeger's gonna eat it while we're sleeping. They're really bad.
Oh, look, I'm scaling the fish.
Taimani niyo kama makat piho nakat sausage jane, Uumatimnin, golden hind, and tamilana milu umeranga. Tamakat kilaluane ako nakat langit tamakat skauligit uniligit kilaluane ako tinikihanik. Ingna ko tingikihukan mada atoko tamakat umiak parit kilaluane ako tit. Aglat kilaluane kami ata kihimi pilaitsok ilokating pekahating ungulugit ikataman umiak parit tamakat tabunga kading ungulugit tamangat ikataman taimahin tabra pinakhigatikot taimahin ikaba tikak tamati ullaklugut amna khilaluak pihak taimani anna vira la chigit kibiri vira la chigit ilihim abliting khilaluak tot.
A long time ago they used to stay out there maybe 2 days waiting for whales in the schooner, eh? And they got a slow schooner and they got to wait till the whales come in and make sure they're in shallow, and that's way make sure they get a whale. They don't just go out there and go home, not like nowadays.
When you hit a whale, first this thing comes out like that, eh? So when you stick it in, it comes off and then goes like that in the whale, right there. It's tied to jerry can. I used to use round balloons, but we didn't have much room, so we just used jerry cans. And
we don't want to kill the mother and the young one, so we got to pick out which whale we're going to get. We can't go there and just kill one because we want to preserve the young ones, so we got to look for one that got no young one.
Sometimes we wound them and then we harpoon them, eh? But a lot of times you get young guys that never hunt before. Even you tell them where to shoot, they shoot in the right where killing place, and they sink like a rock. Eh? You don't have a chance to harpoon them; they just right now they're gone.
After you harpoon it, you shoot it and kill. It won't come up. You'll wait about 10-15 minutes before make sure it's dead, and you pull it up by the harpoon and tie rope by the tail and bring it home.
But now what we do is just we chase them till we play them out, and then.
A long time ago, they had kayaks and they had little harpoons, and they harpooned the whales with little sinkers, like, eh? And the whale go down slow and slow, eh? After they get the whale, they have them guys that beluga doctors. They punch a hole around by the side, and they blow the whale, and it's float, eh? And they drag it home that way.
We was lucky we ran into this one that never makes sharp turns. Some of them whales are pretty smart. You go chase them, and then they would stop, and they backtrack you right away, and you can circle around. This one just keeps going straight, and we had no time to get it. Like, I gave them all a chance to shoot at it, and to harpoon it. And Jordan went, I gave them 2 chances to try throw the harpoon, and my grandson, he went the second time, boom, he just got it. He gave me a big smile, and I said, "You got it."
My granddad and them, they used to work all together. Nobody's left out of anything. What they hunt and that is for everybody, not just for themselves.
Ilokating ilihaw liyo nakot tamakot anguniak like Henry Stewart, Albert Oliver, my dad, Big Jim, Ayak, and all those guys. Ilihimahurot, Ilihauti Akollamik, Kayaligania Kakapta Ugly, Kayaligania Activit, now Lingniakalago, Okauti Tapcot, Ilihorita, in our position in that big Patara Nalikarani Hen. Nalikarani Hen, who put him talk, Ilihauti Big Jim, Tamakat Malo, Ilihauti Unikangit, Puip Karak Palok Tavra, Niako Puip Karak Pan, Pigiligo. Kihianik Palok Tavra, Maktakanyak, Pihikihigin, Nipkapan, Taptuma, Anactip Kawa, Tataragan Tavra, being Nakaka Nagogati, Liauti Committee.
When they do get a whale, they used to put a white flag on their boat pole so that the people could know that they got their whales. So everybody could scream and run and whatever after they see them with a white flag on the pole.
Between the rib back.
Yeah.
Cut the white on top. Then you can see.
Wait, we gotta go this way. Wait.
Bubba, come.
Oh.
Bubba.
Come on. Give it a time.
Oh, teeth.
So you got him with one harpoon shot?
Yeah, one throw. Oh, it's just right to work with us.
3.7. 1 foot. 3 feet. That's what I talked to.
Yeah.
Holy family. 4.5.
Abel, how come you take the jaw out?
Research. Just to check if there's any kind of a sickness.
But that's the way she learns, huh? If she stands there and watches learning.
One time we had a whale here with TB. So we pulled the fisheries and oceans over Baby Island. They came over, they took the test and they sent it out. It had TB. They burned that whole whale, garbage. Burned it up. No good. It had TB in it. When we got the report, it had TB.
That's fine.
Sickness.
Pemahin kilaliganing matakan at timing habagakton magtangan magkiyaw bakakiti Aganamik atahemik atanakarorit lihimarang. Humiglakai lihimaramik. Mipkuli ornamik. Auri ornamik. Willali ornamik. Kandili ornamik. Puvearali ornamik. Kilitali ornamik. Lihimarak. Atanakahuga tavrani. Taimahin. Hava coming at Tanareva Kavligo Makia coming Taimaniki Nakadlatili on the acted.
Nowadays, the men's cut it up now. It used to be all women's work years ago. But nowadays, the men's that knows how to cut it up and not. And they wash it and lay it out on wood or board or anything like that. Then they just leave it like that for a day or two. The women used to have so many of them doing cutting the whale meat for dry meat, and so many women for cutting all maktak and washing them and hanging them up. Everybody helped. And the younger girls and teenagers or whatever, and the ladies, old ladies that, don't have to work on that, they're the ones that cook and bake bread and everything. And everybody who has time to cook, they used to cook and share all their food. And they used to have big canvas tarp in one place. And everybody bring little bit of this and that, and everybody eat. They never leave nobody out.
We're going to leave this like this overnight. Tomorrow we're going to cut some of the fat off. And we're going to cut the white meat. We're going to cut them, wash them, and we're going to hang them on the poles. A couple days, dry the back of the meat. After 2 days, we put them back on the table. We cut them up and we cook it. Usually when you cut it, you try not to leave meat on. Be nice and clean, that's how you usually are. When you leave meat on, that's lazy. You leave just the fat and the white meat. This we throw away. Feed it to seagulls. Yeah. And this fat here, we're gonna cut it thinner. And we're gonna cut them in skinny pieces. We're gonna put them in a 45 and it turns into like oil. That's to preserve the maktak. Yeah.
This is the fat from the whale and we make oil out of it.
Is it oil for burning or oil
for dipping your maktak or caribou meat in and all that?
Put it on your face. Have soft skin. One time me and my cousin, we put some on our face and our hands. We kept it on for about an hour. Boy, all summer, just like baby's bum. So soft. Yeah.
What do you take in that part?
They're going to make that whale jerky.
We're going to let it drain the blood off it. And we're going to cut it up and hang them up and make mipko. Whale dry meat. Really good when it's in with the maktak. Really good.
As long as they make hot water outside after. Sorry, Shani. I'd say that clean.
When you're cutting maktak, you gotta have sharp tools.
We're going to use it.
And what is it that you're holding right now?
Ulu. That's a Inuvialuit knife. They got a sharp edge to cut the maktak. easy. That's my job, cutting. Keep them sharp.
You can have a lot of them old women working, 83-year-old woman working. Hey. Oh, you gotta get up again. Get your muck to all this.
How many whales did they say they got yesterday?
7.
7.
He harvested 7 for Kuna. Huh?
I want to make a balloon with a stomach.
Stomach?
Yeah, stomach.
Okay, you could blow it. Lois know how. She know how to do that, Lois.
I made about 3 balloons, I think, since I started. Long ago, people used to use it to store their muck duck or their berries and that in it. Yeah. Nowadays, people don't. We just blow it up for just for show, I guess. We're gonna cut up that flipper, and then we're gonna put it in 45
I'm
with the
cigarette
fat.
keeper.
Cut the fat in small pieces, and then we're gonna like ferment it, age it. Oh, it's the best. Good. Better than regular matcha.
How long do you ferment it for?
You'll know when it starts changing color, and people sometimes, some people like theirs, like the elders really like their, it's called wilak, aged flipper. Some people like it really green and stink. Yeah. Different with everybody. Yeah. Me too, I like it real stink.
Okay, number 1, you got ulu, and you gotta cut them in small pieces so it'll be easier to cook. That way, if you cut them too big of a pieces, it takes too long to cook. So you put them in water. You gotta cook it very slow. Keep stirring it.
And you basically eat the old parts?
Lots of people take the fat off, take the skin off, and they eat it with HP sauce or soy sauce or ketchup or whatever. If you cook it too fast, it'll be like rubber, and you don't want that. You want it nice and soft. Okay, the ulu. The blade is from the skill saw blade. It's an oval round shape, so I cut it to shape. I made another little piece here for where I put it, tack it onto the wood, and the wood is hardwood, and I use screws here so it won't come loose, And I got to sharpen it. It takes about 4 hours to one ulu to complete.
And a long time ago, how do people cut whales before there was metal?
Well, that's about 100 years ago. They used to use, the flat stone. And it gets pretty big too. You can cut, they got they're sharp, and that's the way they cut them. He's cooking good. My mother can have a good meal after. That way she.
There's several ways I like cooked, and sometimes I used to see the elders, they age it. They put some of the whale flippers and heads into the ice houses. You know, the ice houses that we dig into the ground. They freeze slowly in there, so, and then they get that special taste.
Go ahead. The local ice house in Tuktoyaktuk, built many years ago, and it's for people in the community to keep their food from, to help preserve their food. It goes down about 40 feet down. I think there's about three arms to it, and just about everybody in the community has one little part of the ice house.
See, they're good bite-sized pieces. We got right now we got a couple of tubs on the go. They're all boiling right now.
Oh, great! Yeah.
Just waiting for them to, you know, maybe a couple of hours of boil, and until they get soft like this.
So you just boil it in water. Pretty straightforward, eh?
But it tastes like cooking potatoes, but it takes longer.
What's your favorite part of the muktuk to eat? You like?
When you start putting it in a can, all cooked and done. But a lot of people say that when we use plastic bags and that, pails, they say that just like the muktuk spoil faster than staying in a can. I don't know why, but
yeah, plastic sounds
maybe
fine.
the chemical in the plastic or something like that. I really don't know. But once we get it all done and that, we put them in a deep freezer and keep it in there frozen till we need it.
Kama unakti baidane uglupak hilya allangakoni. Daimangali litsogelana kamatamakot nunani kan ukibit makot allangok nyakut mikliha nyakut tisuk pailutingai tamakot mandalo cook ikaglihin nyakoni ikalwa aglihin nyakoni dangilagatun pingakat ikalwa manna aglihan nyak ikaglihan nyakoni tamakolo kekektan makot sisuk tolakat aisau dilumara makot pikanitok herilok sisukuni ainyak takalugil inlagan herilot marra.
It's just eroding, even back here behind Baby Island. All over, it's just slowly sinking, I think. And everything, all the channels, just like they get real shallow. Long ago, the water was so deep and that they used to travel any place. Now, if you had a schooner, you wouldn't go around a bend and you'll be grounded.
We get bigger storms in the fall, that's how come we gotta move the house again.
Long ago, there used to be ice sometimes all summer in the ocean. From Tuktoyaktuk across to Saxon up there, always was ice. They say that when North Star is going to come, it crosses in August when the ice starts shifting here and there, so they could always have a trail. But there was always ice in the ocean every summer, no matter where you are. Now there's nothing. And everybody used to stay in tents.
I don't know if they have a different lifestyle. It's some kids, they don't have a way of coming down to the whale camp, and I guess that's the reason that they do the summer whale camp, is to give the kids opportunity to come down to the whale camp and see what we do out here, and you know, just to learn try to pass on our tradition and try to make it you know, easy as possible for them to get to make that transition too. Oh yeah, it's a real big difference. For me, when I was growing up, it was a, you know, really slow pace like thing. The old timers are always patient in what they did, and they never rushed at anything they did. It was always it took time to prepare everything for their winter supply of food. So it's I'm there. Us younger generation learn how to be patient, and you know, it's a gift it's real good to have. Because if you don't be patient, you're going to get hurt along the way somewhere. And that's you know, if you try to do things too fast, and it could be dangerous for you. You know, you might get hurt or something. So you got to be patient. Well, some of the challenges is for I don't know, for the young people nowadays. The challenges are you know, I see it, you know, as I see it anyways, is they're going to have a tough time, you know, just to learn how to do the things we done. Because if they, you know, us back then, we were willing to learn. I don't know, nowadays it's the few that's going to learn. And then, you know, I'm just hoping that they take it more to heart, that, you know, these things are for real. They're not just for, you know, just go to a camp here and go to a camp there, and you say you travel to Kendall Island. It's more to it than that. It's lots of preparation, lots of planning to make that trip. You know, nowadays the gas prices are up, the food prices are up, so you have to plan that, all that kind of stuff. And how long you're going to be down at your whaling camp, you have to plan for how long you're going to be there. And that, you know, it's a lot of planning and a lot of money there to come down this way. But it you know, money is not a, when you want to come down to a whaling camp, it's not a real issue if you like coming out to hunt. You know, it's a tradition that needs to be taught in our schools, and you know, our elders got to teach it more. I think that's you know, it's a real good tool to start it at the schools. That's a #1 priority right there. Well, tradition for me is a real gift. For me, it was a real gift because, you know, I know how to do all the stuff that my granddad and my dad taught me how to do, and you know, it's how to prepare your meat, how to prepare your blubber, your muktak, anything that you hunt, you just have to learn how to prepare it. Especially in the summertime, this time of year, you know, the food can go bad pretty quick, eh? So if you don't watch what you're doing and you don't know how to do it, it's going to be dangerous for you, because your food might turn into poison or something. So that's a danger in it. If they don't learn that, then that's where they're, it's no good for them. Oh yeah, it is. It is in a way, but you know, in anything we have to change with time, eh? Yeah. But we still got to keep that tradition going. That's just even though we change with time, we still got to try to keep that tradition going, and that's what we're trying to do here. Is trying to keep that tradition going, to teach the young guys or young people or young kids how to, you know, how to whale, and that's and it just don't happen overnight for us. It's a long process. You know, we come down here at a young age, and by the time we turn 12 or 15 or something like that's when, you know, that's when you learn that much, and it's going to be your turn to do that. So, you know, it's always changing. It's always changing hands, eh? So that's what I'm trying to do, is trying to change hands with my grandchildren, and who knows, all the other kids that are there with them, they learn that process too. Education is a number one. If you don't finish your education, you're not gonna get a good job to get the boat you want to go come whaling, or get the skidoo you want to go hunting, and keep your tradition going. So that, you know, just stay in school and you'll get all the toys you need later on. Well, I think that for the kids, for the younger generations today, is that they just keep on trying to learn your tradition, try to keep it going. I mean, we're the ones that's going to try to pass it on to them, and the ones that are willing to learn it and, you know, keep that tradition going. And that's, I think it's a really important thing, but first of all, you have to finish your education first, and you can do the tradition all you want after. So that's how I see it anyway.
Good morning, Rita. A little bit of wind yet, but not too bad.
Yeah, no more white cap.
No, that's good.
It's not raining, it's good though.
Yeah, it's not raining, it's good today. Good to travel. Nice to be waking up in the bush over.
Yeah, pal. Nice beluga.
Oh, go get your whale.
One old man, he always told me, when you're traveling, he said, make sure you have a knife in your pocket. Never go hungry. He said, you see something you like to eat, grab it out of your pocket, cut a piece, put your knife back in your pocket, and don't let it to nobody.
Bakar kurulu. Hi, Bak. You just really shot the buck, huh? Nice. I'm waiting for my job. Right here.
I'll show a little handle.
Okay.
Sorry, it's doing a little tourist here.
Hey, fish boy, what are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out how to take them off that net.